Hello, my name is Patrick Trainer. Today I'll be sharing Macbeth's personal traits and link them to Greek gods. In the play, the main character, Macbeth, is shown as a mighty soldier with many different positive personal traits at the beginning. Once the play develops, Macbeth shows many bad traits, resulting in his tragic flaws. Near the end of the play, Macbeth's major traits are ambition, excessive pride, guilt, manipulation, jealousy, paranoia, and bravery. In this presentation, I will break down these 7 traits and compare them to Greek gods. Macbeth as Iox, ambition. In the play, Macbeth shows ambition to become the Thane of Cawdor and then the King of Scotland. Once becoming king, Macbeth wants more. In Act 3, Scene 1, lines 49 to 50, Macbeth says, "To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus." This shows Macbeth's want for more and more. Macbeth and Iox are similar because they both have excessive pride and ambition. Iox was a mortal king who was arrogant and tried to seduce Hera, the queen of gods. Iox's disrespect him led him to being punished by Zeus. This, as he was chained to a Ferris wheel in the underground. This is similar to Macbeth, as Macbeth was too ambitious and always wanted more, leading to his downfall and being beheaded by Macduff. Macbeth as Hybridus, excessive pride. Secondly, Macbeth shows excessive pride in the play when he sees the witches for the second time. The witches say to Macbeth that he will not be harmed until Birman Wood Forest moves up to Dunson Hill. Macbeth responds, "That will never be. Who can impress the forest, bid the tree unfix the earthbound root?" This shows that Macbeth is overly proud when he discovers that he will not be killed unless the whole forest moves up to his castle on top of Dunsinane. This is the same idea as hybris. Hybris is shown in multiple stories where people exhibit overconfidence, which leads to their downfall and retribution by the gods or other superiors in Macbeth. While there is no dedicated story to the goddess of hybris, this idea excessive pride and reproductions is rarely spread to the Greek mythology. Macbeth and hybris are almost the same, being over prideful in their own ways and suffering the repercussions of doing so. Macbeth as Ibris, guilt and remorse. Next we will talk about the connection between Ibris and Macbeth. Ibris is the Greek god for guilt and remorse. Macbeth also demonstrated guilt and remorse in several instances in the play. For instance, in Act 2, Scene 1, lines 45 to 47, he says, "I see thee still, and on thy blade, and dungeon's gout of blood." This part of the play is significant because it reveals Macbeth's psychological state. His vision of the bloody dagger is a symbol that reflects on his internal struggle and how he feels about the murder of King Duncan. Macbeth goes on to show his feelings of guilt and remorse when he mentions that King Duncan's double trust, his servant, kingman, and host, as seen in Act 1, Scene 4, line 11 to 13, where Macbeth says, "He's here in double trust, first as I am his kingman, then as I am his host." In Greek mythology, Ibris is the Titan god of morality. Ibris and Macbeth have the same trait of feeling guilt and remorse when they know the end is soon. Macbeth as dorsal, manipulation. Next, I will discuss the similarities between Macbeth and Dorsal, the Greek god of trickery. In Act 1, Scene 7, line 82, Macbeth is manipulated as he says, "False face must hide what the false heart don't know." After hearing the prophecy from the witches, Macbeth shows that he will manipulate to become king. He is willing to hide the true identification and emotional to deceive others. This links to Dorsal being the god of trickery, because he manipulates others in getting his way. A story about Dorsal is when he created fraudulent statues of himself to believe that he was an important god. Number 5. Next, I'll compare Macbeth to Theros, the Greek god of jealousy and envy. In Act 2, Scene 1, on line 63, Macbeth says, "Upon my head they place a fruitless crown." This is an example of Macbeth showing his jealousy trait. Again, in Act 1, Scene 3, lines 63 to 67, three witches say, "Lesser than Macbeth and greater, not so happy, yet much happier. Thou shalt get kings, thou shalt be none." This happens after the three witches come to Macbeth and Banquo. They told Banquo that his son would be king. Macbeth grew very jealous of Banquo and said that being king means nothing without his family name being king. Macbeth goes on to send murderers to kill Banquo and his son Fleance. Macbeth grows so jealous that his son will not be king that he's willing to kill his best friend and his son for that. Thanos' trait of jealousy is very similar to Macbeth. Number 6. Macbeth as Ozios, paranoia. Next, I will discuss the similarities between Macbeth and Ozios, the ancient Greek goddess of grief, anxiety, and depression. In Act 3, Scene 4, lines 50 to 51, Macbeth says, "Thou canst not say it, I did it. Now shake thy gory locks at me." Macbeth has seen the ghosts of Banquo, and is paranoid as he knows that Banquo's blood are on his hands. At this point in the play, Macbeth becomes paranoid and defensive. Another example of Macbeth's paranoia is when he says, "Hear a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep." This is right after he kills Duncan. A voice says to him that he will not be able to sleep anymore. This makes Macbeth paranoid about killing Duncan. Ozios represents the emotional and physiological aspects of paranoia. This connects to Macbeth. 7. Now I'll explore the similarities between Macbeth and Athia, the Greek goddess of wisdom, courage, and skill. In the play, Macbeth says, "I will not yield to kiss the ground before your young Malcolm's feet, and I will bait the rabbit's curse through Banham woods to come to Dunsinane, and thou art no woman born." Macbeth realizes that Macduff was not born a woman, and the enemy army came from the trees of Burnham woods. Macbeth talks himself into thinking the prophecies are not true, and he will fight and kill Macduff. This shows Macbeth's bravery until the last minute of life. It is evident that Macbeth shared many personal traits with the Greek gods and Greek mythology. As a main character, Macbeth exhibits many personal traits, resulting in his tragic downfall and death at the end of the play. Thank you for listening to my Macbeth and 7.